Alright folks, today we will be showing you the G1000, some of my favorite things about it, especially in IFR training. We will be starting at Auburn Airport and we will be heading to McClellan. So give me a second here and I'm going to set up our flight plan. By hitting my center of my FMS knob, it now lets me scroll through and select my next point. Scroll down. I'm going to use the center knob. Oh, hello. Alright, then I'm going to hit enter. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and hit procedure. Select my approach, enter. We're going to do the ILS 16 into McClellan. We're going to start at dash. I always like to start as far as way out there, so it puts all the points on my FMS. It's the best entry for us anyways. Our minimums are going to be 277. Come on, there. We'll do it again. There we go. Enter. Dash. Enter. Minimums. Go 280. Go ahead and give it a nice buffer. Go ahead and load that. We'll activate it once we're in the air, and that way we can go direct to dash. Otherwise, if I was getting vectors, I would just activate a certain leg. We will be using some autopilot as well. I'm going to go ahead and take off for us, and we'll get you back in the air in just a moment. All right, just a moment. We've got the autopilot currently on. We're looking at our PFD. Here I am using the heading mode to get us lined up to intercept our navigation in. Once we get this CDI needle moving here, we'll go ahead and, yeah, it's moving now, so we'll go ahead and enter nav mode. I've got nav mode coming in. GPS is captured, so now it'll capture my purple needle. I've got my altitude at 2,500. My approach is already in there. We'll go ahead and activate it. So I hit procedure, oops. Activate approach. So now it's going to take us directly to our fix of dash. We're currently 12 minutes away. So a good thing I like to look at is my flight plan over here in the MFD. You can also look at it on the PFD as we was doing as well. Our first altitude at dash is 2,200 feet. Let's see, currently I gotta slow out the airspeed in here. Let's see what I'm doing here. Confused here. Alright, yeah, so my autopilot went off. Crucial mistake. I did not add power enough, so I believe we almost stalled, but good at stall recoveries. We're back on track here. We're capturing 2,500 on the autopilot. We've got our GPS in. Go ahead and hit approach. Alright, so we're 9.5 miles away from dash. I like to look at my MFD for my flight plan information. Maybe we can speed this trip up a little bit, add some power here. So at dash, I want to see what my flight plan looks like. I love being able to see the moving map and having a great visual of it. So looks like it's taking us straight to dash there. We don't have to do the procedure turn from this direction that we're heading. So we'll hit dash and then turn in on the ILS 16 where we will switch over to green needles for the CDI. One thing I love about the G1000 is just how concentrated all your information is. Like, I'm not even looking outside and I can fly the plane. With the big 6-pack, your scan, it's a little bit more worked. This is a lot more easy and less task saturating. So I would say your stamina will go up with the G1000 versus using a 6-pack. But yeah, we'll get to dash and show you some more tricks and things I like about the GPS and how it helps me fly IFR. One thing that I did want to add, so whenever I'm flying an ILS, obviously we know that I'm not flying magenta lines, we'll be capturing a localizer. So in that case, we'll be switching over to our localizer. We've already got McClellan in here for our localizer 109.7, and we've got a DME that will pick up from McClellan VOR as well. And that'll help us capture our localizer for the ILS. Alright, now we see we're arriving at dash. Our autopilot has captured the localizer. It's turning on course. We're going to continue here. I've got my PFD here showing everything is nice and neat. It's not showing the glide slope yet, so we're not descending. Our MFD shows exactly where we're at, so visual representation is very neat, very helpful. And I get ready for the descent coming in soon. And just to see what's going on, currently we're going from dash to bonds, looking at the flight plan here on my PFD. Wanted a little bit more representation. I'll check over here on my MFD. We've got dash to bonds 2200, then we'll be descending on the glide slope. Should pick up the glide slope by the time we get to bonds. Alright, here we can see that our glide slope is coming in. It's a lot easier to see. We have a little diamond that'll come down about midway, and then we'll be capturing that glide slope, reducing our power, getting ready for that next approach. Beautiful. GPS captures the autopilot. Gonna reduce some power, help that descent, slow that descent down so that we can stay on glide slope a little bit easier. About 1900 for our mod power, like about 18 to 19 on the descent. Our next point is the final approach fix, which will be at Voodoo. And we're just holding that glide slope there. Alright, I've just passed my final approach fix and I've got my flaps down. I'm still holding that glide slope pretty decently. If I look outside the airplane at my minimums, which will be 230, we should have the runway in sight. You can see here on my PFD on the flight plan inset, we're from Voodoo to our missed approach point, which will be in 1.4 miles. Beginning of the runway. We've also got a timer that we would have started to help us time our fixed approach to the missed approach point. Alright, my glide slope says I'm right on the VASIs, say I'm right on the VASIs. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Bring this one down in for a smooth landing. Flare. A little hard there. Not my best simulator landing, but that was beautiful.